Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 13 of the SquadCast. Today we will be discussing chapter 105, and this chapter was interesting to say the least because we got to see Yuri and Satan interacting for the first time, and it escalates very quickly. Like, very, very quickly. So, hello, my name is Matea or Maddie, whichever you prefer at this point to just call me. I think most people prefer Maddie, so I will just go with that. Anyway, I'm sorry in advance I sound like a dying horse because my throat has been killing me the past few days, and I've been like kind of on and off, like feeling sick. So, yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, I have with me Grace.
Hello.
Serena. She's back.
Hi.
She wasn't here last time. And Blue Star. Yep. Alright, so basically what happens in this chapter is that Yuri basically teaches Satan about all the real world and stuff. And, like, being his mom.
For over a year.
And it's, it's kind of similar to the anime, except he's not in her head.
So she started out...
And he's not aware of himself yet.
Yeah, she was 25 when she sees him in an actual person, and then she's 26. So does that give us 2 years before the twins are born?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So plenty of time for shiz to happen.
Yep. Exactly. So
next month.
Yeah, basically that's going on. So Yuri joins section 13 to just observe and teach Satan, although at the time he's known as Rinka, about the world and stuff. And then one day, like a year and a half after she's been teaching him all this stuff, he just goes berserk, takes some of the workers hostages, and asks them for random information about just a bunch of books. And then he's like, oh wait, I'm a god now, and just, you can call me Satan, don't call me Rinka anymore. And that's where the chapter ends. I mean, there's more to the chapter, but that's just like,
in summary, it sounds shorter than it is.
Yeah, it does. I mean, because it's mainly just this whole thing going on throughout the chapter. It's just Yuri and Satan interacting.
Yuri and Satan's domestic life.
Oh, God.
Well,
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
No, that's fine. So what did everyone think of the chapter?
I laughed a lot.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I didn't trust Satan from the minute he was being sweet, though, because he instantly off the bat being all, I don't want you to leave, and so possessive just shows me how manipulative he is right off the bat.
Yeah. Well, first of all, it's already established that he's killed people.
Mm-hmm.
But Yuri thinks that he's just not, aware of himself.
Mm-hmm.
What he's doing is wrong. So she tries to be a mother to him.
It's kind of crazy, actually, considering how fact that the moment he meets Cheryl, he immediately says, I dislike him, I hate him, I don't want to be near him, I don't want Yuri to be near him, being so manipulative, and I'm just like, boy, just calm your tits.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact is that I loved how they fought like siblings during that little game, and then Cheryl's all like, I can't deal with brats like him. He's an overgrown brat. And then Yuri just pulls out, but you're a brat too, you're acting like a brat. And he's like, shit, she called me out.
Right, you just posted about this on the Discord. You just read the chapter.
I did read the chapter. I just like the fact that she's so motherly, but the fact is that both of them act like brothers, and it's just the whole alternate universe comparison towards Yukio and Rin. But
yeah.
How can I say? I kind of really enjoyed this chapter a lot, especially the fact that Rick comes in and calls Shiro out saying, "Hey, I know you like her. Why the fuck are you just sitting here and doing nothing about it? Yep. You know she likes you."
Yeah, like, just ask her out already, and so you guys can bang.
God.
And the fact that Kato is waiting, because next month, it's December, I'm 100% sure she's gonna pull the stunt of, "Hey, the twins are born."
You know what? I can see that happening. Like, this will be the end of the arc will be in December, which is, Ren and Yukio's birthday is at the end of December, so
they're gonna like the whole fact
surprise, that happy birthday.
Everybody blew out the moment I made that comment. What if it's the birth of the twins in December?
Oh my god.
You know Kato would do it.
Yes, exactly. But like, it's interesting because, like, you'd think that Satan would be kind of older than all the other demons, but I guess I mean, well, he would have the what's the right word? The intellectual age of, like, all the other demons, but, like, older. Because, like,
he's the baby.
Because Mephisto and Amaimon and Lucifer, those are the demons that we've seen in these flashbacks. They're all very much, like, intellectually very, they're just a lot, they can, talk and read and write. Like, Satan can't do that. He only knew one word, which was Yuri's name.
Yeah,
so
yeah, definitely.
I feel like they all have emotional maturity for the most part, except for I guess Maimon. He still seems pretty immature.
Yeah, he is, but you know what? He's always like that.
They're all very intelligent.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be defeated. Like, the fact that it's on, like, the end of the chapter where he demanded for books, he didn't want to be outsmarted by, like, Shiro or anything. He wanted to surpass Shiro. And that's the legitimate reason why he demanded for all of the books, and he just sat there and read all night long. Like, he's all like, "I'm not the same person as you saw me yesterday. I'm no longer Rinko. Rinko's not my name. I am a god.
I am Satan."
He's like,
I mean, that's basically what he was doing.
Oh man.
He's got a god complex.
He's definitely got a god complex. He really like, I will, it's like, if cosmic power.
What really interests me is how he outranks every demon. Like, how do they, like, what makes them, want to worship him?
Actually, it's kind of, well, what is the line Lucifer said? I will get to it real quick. Give me a minute.
In the chapter?
Lucifer said something.
Okay, I really don't remember.
Give me a second. I have the chapter up, thank goodness.
He did say something.
Oh, here it is. Lucifer, about the new arrival, what do you think it is? It's Lucifer's about to answer. He's like, it is connected to every phenomenon in existence.
Wow.
I'm sure you can sense that. It is that which gave birth to us all. It is all of creation. That's what it is.
Oh. So
that's what makes it more powerful.
So Satan's been around for, like, eons. maybe more than
basically.
that. Yeah, but it's just like he hasn't developed.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what I was trying to say earlier. I just couldn't find the right words, but yeah.
He is everything, but he's never lived, basically.
Yeah.
It's like with being just the essence of everything, it's like that explains why he's almost like an infant and not knowing how to deal with anything.
Yeah.
The minute he gets knowledge, here's the thing. He doesn't have emotional, or he doesn't have empathy or anything like that. Yeah. That's the problem. It's the disconnect between he's super, super intelligent, but he just doesn't care about anything.
Right. Probably except for Yuri.
Mm-hmm. But even then, that's just possessive is what it is. It's not even love.
Mm-hmm.
I think the reason why he's so possessive about her is because she was more aware of his existence. Like, she acknowledged his existence before anyone else really did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Her acknowledgement is probably what brought him into gaining a consciousness is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it's like you're not supposed to talk to a demon, blah blah blah, or you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that type thing.
Right.
Everyone would see Rinka and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's the little blue flame." They don't usually talk to it. Yuri saw the little flame. She's like, "Oh, you're my new best friend. Hi."
Yep. She thought it was pretty. She
wasn't afraid of it.
Because she thought it was pretty. Ooh, shiny.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It makes me rather very curious about the twins' birth. Legit, how the fact that it's been 1.5 years since the introduction with Rinka talking to Yuri for the first time.
Right.
And that literally gives... That mark was 3 years prior to the twins' birth. So that's technically, instead of 2 years, it'd be 1.5 years. So it's getting very close to the twins' birth, and I'm very curious in the fact that what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I still predict that he hops into Shiro's body, and, and Yuri and him hook up, and then that's how it's passed in a way.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I feel like there's gonna be a moment when the body that Satan has, it's gonna be just like what happened to Rin a few chapters ago.
Oh God.
And instead of him just burning up and his body being reanimated, it's gonna be just burning up and, oh shit, I don't have a body anymore.
Well, first of all, Satan is possessing a body, and the body is withstanding it. Whereas when he possessed Shiro in chapter 1, Shiro was dying because Satan couldn't, hold his body because it was Satan was too powerful. So he was literally killing Shiro.
Yeah, it's like, I see... It's just, I feel like there's something more to everything. It just can't it feels almost... I just expect Kato's going to give plot twist every time she does anything.
Yeah.
So I keep thinking... That also had to do with Shiro standing his power. It's like, that'd been years, and Satan in the beginning wasn't nearly as powerful as he is currently. Or didn't know his full potential. So taking that into... regard.
Yeah, he's crazy. That's true.
And if you then the body as a means to an end, also might add something to it.
Mm-hmm.
That is very true. But I'm also thinking the fact that since Shiro was a clone and all that kind of stuff, and throughout the process of dealing with all the clones and stuff during all those testings and experiments, most of the clones couldn't even withstand the power or whatever, withstand the possession. So, I mean, there is also that option that Shiro's body just couldn't withstand it either.
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, for all we know, Guro's body can still be active. Just the fact that we just don't know anything about it at this time.
True.
Yeah.
I'm just very curious of what's gonna happen. I just want to know what happens, and next month it's just gonna kill everybody.
Yeah.
I feel like, once we get to a new chapter, it's like, oh, next month it's gonna kill us. We're gonna find out exactly what happened, and then, nope. Cliffhanger.
I just have a feeling that that if Satan did apparently burn Yuri alive, it makes me rather curious if the fact that if Yuri and Shiro did in fact hook up, have and she was pregnant during the time, and Rinko's jealousy overtook, and that's the possible reason why Rin gained the ability of Satan, the blue flames. And I mean, like, there could be an ideal fact that he could have possessed Yuri's body at the time.
I guess.
I can't talk right. Okay, I'm like still half awake because of the fact that my brain's just not in it right now. Hi. Hello.
That's okay.
No. What I'm trying to say is though, imagine this. So Shiro and Yuri finally admitted that they like each other. Shiro and Yuri get together, and then Yuri is pregnant. And then the moment when Satan finds out that Yuri's pregnant during the beginning of the pregnancy, there's a good chance that he decides to overtake her body and uses it as a hostage situation.
Right.
Yeah, makes more sense.
Oh shit. Yeah.
And which could mean while he's taking her as a hostage, his abilities or whatever can intertwine with her body, and so that could have possibly created the whole.
I see what you're saying. Merge the DNA with the babies.
Yeah, so that's something. That's what I'm trying to explain. I'm not trying to make it confusing.
That's okay.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I get it. I get it. Yeah.
Wondering if it works, like if he possessed her body, if it would.
I mean,
because she was possessed, kind of make it where. Yeah, merge the DNA that way. Since the anime did have a weird thing about her being pregnant with him just possessing her,
knowing that it doesn't really work like that unless she was the Virgin Mary, which
Yeah,
exactly.
So I think there was some hints dropped into that whole filler arc, of the fact that she may have just been pregnant and he did take her body.
Merge the DNA, found a way to do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how possession works, but it'd be interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm just like thinking, what if some of it's true, but she was already pregnant with Shiro's kid?
I mean,
the father.
To be fair, when it comes to Shura and the way that Hachiro combined his DNA with Shura's family line and stuff, it was kind of weird too.
That whole thing with Hachiro was just fucked up.
Yeah, but thinking on it, he did that one thing with his blood, made it where basically she got his demon's powers and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that was immediately broken once,
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, I don't know how exactly things work completely.
We'll have to find out what happens by next month, but I'm just so curious what's gonna happen. And I hope that Rin, because we didn't see Rin at all in this chapter. Like, nada. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's no panels that show Rin at all.
There's not.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's the first thing that I realized. I'm like, why is Rin not in this chapter?
He's witnessing this whole thing, but we don't see him at all.
He doesn't even make any sly comments or anything. We don't see him. Like,
I mean, seeing Satan kind of caused PTSD reactions from him a lot.
But he is watching what's going on.
I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm curious what we're going to see his reaction was during this.
Mm-hmm.
I need answers, okay? I need answers.
Well, we'll have to wait a whole month for that.
I don't want to wait another month.
We all have to wait a month. We all have to suffer. If we have to suffer, you have to suffer.
Suffering is not great for my body.
Well, too bad.
On
an unrelated note, I just saw a tweet from our friend Momo who says that there's only 20 of us in the Blue Exorcist fandom, but we're ride or die, so square up.
I'm pretty sure that was a reference to my rant tweets.
Yep. Oh yeah. Grace has. I guess we'll get into that later because we're kind of going off topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's there's some discourse. But we'll get into that later. Anyway, so yeah. So we still don't know whether Yuri is alive or not. And Sarita still has not changed her nickname on our Discord server. It's still
determined.
It's still Yuri is actually.
So determined. I'm so determined.
Do you just want to know?
I want to know so badly.
We gotta wait though.
I don't want to wait.
Right.
Oh! The fact that she babies him so much, Satan, in this chapter is just Yeah. And then I did kind of like Satan at one point, but Satan is just like one of those ravaged children that are I don't know. It's just the fact that he's a killing machine, but he's still a child.
Oh my god, yeah.
And he also killed hamsters.
It's just like, it's amazing how he takes a complete 180 turn and just becomes, like, he just thinks of himself as a god now. That he's Satan.
I'm a god now. Kiss my feet, Yuri.
Yes. Yeah, because I think she did more than that.
Oh my god. Hey, but at least there's that panel where he's like sleeping on her thighs, on her lap. That's still cute.
I get, yeah, it is cute, but still, Satan. God, yeah. I don't. Do you guys think that this chapter was meant to like make us feel empathetic for Satan?
Nope.
I don't really think so. It's more of like we're just seeing him on how his possessiveness has grown. So, I mean, it's more of seeing the birth of him and not really feeling sympathy.
Right.
I think she's.
I think I meant
showing
to say sympathetic.
With demons, I don't think she's explaining the story. She's explaining that basically demons are demons, and yeah, it's like they feel things, but they don't have proper human emotion to process them. or anything like that. It's like, and with Satan, she's not trying to get us to sympathize with him, but just explain that, yeah, stop, I lost my train of thought.
It's okay.
Basically, it's more, I don't think she wants us to sympathize with them, just explain what happened that caused them to turn like this or that. And that how dangerous it is, the fact that demons don't understand their emotions, and that's why it can come from point A to point B so quickly, like it did with Satan.
Right.
Because lacking those proper emotions is what caused him to develop into the horrible being he is.
Not largely because they didn't listen to her when she said don't give him too much knowledge at once, and they just didn't listen anyway.
Right.
Exactly. And that's just as much the people involved's fault as it is Satan's.
Yeah.
Because they helped create a monster.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
He was always evil, but it's like,
no one knew that it would escalate to this, though. And, you know, I do feel bad for Yuri here. Because she was trying really hard to see if there was some potential good in him. And
she felt bad. It actually went exactly how I expected. Anyways. She felt bad for him because she doesn't see anything as truly evil. She pities things that she feels are broken. And that's what she saw him as. It's like, it was her first friend. She had this sentimental attachment to him. And she wanted to, while all these other people are scared of him, be there to show, it's like, it's okay, you're not really evil, and show that he could be good.
Right.
Problem is, that's what bites her in the butt, is because she has so much sympathy and empathy and all that stuff, and she has too big of a heart. That's what her downfall is. Because she doesn't believe anything is truly evil.
Yeah.
That's true. But it's her biggest mistake of it all in the end. I mean, she was babying him in a sort of way and trying to bring interaction towards him instead of just throwing knowledge at him. She wanted to try and bring human interaction, and everybody kept denying against it because of the fact that he kept killing people.
Right.
But, I mean, with how he reacted towards Shiro with Yuri present, I mean, if they actually really purposely tried with Yuri present, I think there could have been a better outcome rather than just have them simply do it blindly without Yuri being there to guide the situation.
Yeah, it's just... I mean, I don't want to put all the blame on Yuri, though. Because she had no idea.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Just... like, it was the Order's fault. It wasn't her. Like, she tried to help. But the fact is that everyone in that situation was opposed of some of the things that she wanted to do. And so I feel like it would have been a better outcome if they would have had her, if they had listened to her So.
They listen to Yuri, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Order sucks. I think we've established that.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
They all suck.
Yeah.
Which, I'm very curious in the idea of if Yuri is in fact alive, the fact that she got away from the Order on purpose, due to the fact that, it was, how can I say, if she survived Blue Night, then there is the fact that she could be a fugitive.
Yeah. Like, a fugitive now, you mean?
You could say that. I mean, like, she was the only one who could really be in the same room as Satan,
Right.
So, I mean, she may be on the hunt or whatever, or she purposely disappeared for that general reason.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I had this whole when I was still, like, writing my own, when I was still writing fan fiction, which none of you will ever see. I am making that certain because it sucks. I had this whole idea of, like, Yuri just, like, this was before we knew what was happening in the manga canon, of Yuri just being, like, this fugitive after, like, she gives birth to the twins and just hands them to Shiro, and she's like, yeah, these are my kids, can you watch them, because I need to, you know, hide. I also, again, I think I mentioned this before, but there's also the possibility that she might have gotten her memory wiped or something like that. She could be alive.
It's like another version of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Wait, I'm trying to remember what you're referencing from Avatar.
Well, Avatar: The Last Airbender with the comics where Zuko is on the hunt for his mother.
Oh,
and
that's
the fact
right.
Yeah. So
I think have we mentioned this before in the podcast? I think we have.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we 100% have talked about this before. So the whole fact that she changed her face and purposely had her memories taken away from her.
Yeah.
So.
Does anyone remember the? I haven't actually read the comics, but
I have.
Yep. Oh god, the flashback episode with his mom was just painful to watch.
Satan was more old and more wise in the anime, and he was always present in the physical world by hopping bodies. So it's
right.
I like this route better though than the anime. The anime kind of made me always feel awkward about it. I'm like,
because the anime, okay, literally the whole Yuri backstory is like 10 minutes long in the anime. And it's literally just like, hey, guess what? Satan has possessed me for a whole year. I was on a mission. Everyone in my mission got killed. I met a wolf that Satan was possessing. Satan then possessed me. Then I taught him about life and death and all this other shit for like a year. And then
we don't speak about that.
And then Shiro shows up. She's like, get away. I'm not going back to the Order. Then bursts into blue flames. And then it turns out she's pregnant with his child with no explanation other than
Did she have she had doggy style version with the dog.
Oh no! Don't say that.
No. We're not going in that direction. We don't approve of bestiality here on the Auto SquadCast.
No, we do not. Let's never discuss things. You're fired. I'm joking.
It was
toward bestiality here. So
Totally saying that.
I have to make that clear because you are putting sinful thoughts into everyone who's listening to this, into their minds.
It's Serena.
Do you feel any remorse for yourself, Serena?
You know she doesn't. You know she doesn't. Are you seriously asking if she feels bad? No.
But, okay, but like, that goes too far, man.
None of us approve Serena's message that she has to say.
Anyway.
Clear in the anime, it's just because she was sitting on her that he guessing her that she just got pregnant from that or something like that.
Yeah. And then she's like, "Oh, I'm keeping the baby," and then they're like, "We're gonna burn you at the stake because you're a witch," and then she's like, "Yes, I'm pregnant with Satan's kids. I'm not denying that. We need to learn to live together as demons and humans in a world of peace." And then they're like, "Lady, you crazy. We're burning you at the stake." I'm just gonna describe the whole arc. This literally happens in the span of 10 minutes. This whole, like, the whole thing. Like, the whole backstory.
Oh, yeah.
You're just like, yeah, Satan's cool. I'm dating him. He's just sitting in my body. It's fine.
Mephisto refers to him, to Yuri as Satan's wife in the anime, and I'm just like, no.
Okay.
No.
Pretty kinky, man. Pretty kinky.
That's what he says. Or at least in the dub, that's what he says. I think it was also in the sub, but I need to...
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say wow.
Wow.
I'm just like... Yeah, well, now that we know what's going on for realsies, it makes a lot more sense now.
The manga is so much better, bless.
Yeah. Like, it didn't make sense that she was out on a mission with her entire team, and then they all just started dying for no reason.
They got burned alive.
They got burned alive for no freaking reason. She was the only one who was like, she resisted the flames. But guess what? She then gave birth to the son of Satan, who has the flames. She should have resisted that. She died.
They must have had some really kinky ass sex during their dreams,
oh my
okay?
God.
No! Serena, honey.
Serena. What are you doing? Why?
I'm just thinking of the fact that Satan could be a succubus.
Okay, now I can even understand what you just said.
A succubus!
Oh, succubus. Oh! God damn it.
She's saying things.
She said that Satan is a succubus.
Oh my God.
Oh, no. Wait, wouldn't it be an incubus?
The incubus is the male equivalent.
Yeah. That's,
incubus?
You said succubus. That's the female version.
Well, you know what? Satan's a female to me. That's it. Yuri's a lesbian. It's confirmed.
Because that's how reproduction works.
It can happen.
I'm not going to comment. I was about to say something, but I'm just not going to.
Have you not watched the...
I'm not.
I mean, are you implying that Satan's trans?
Yes, we're gonna imply that he's trans.
Okay.
I was just gonna say we don't know how it works with demons, so who the heck knows?
Well, demons. When it comes to certain things, demons usually have both genders. They can just. I'll just shut up now.
He's possessing a male body. Who he has a penis. She is a woman. She has a vagina.
Wait. Men have penises. Women have...
I said female body and male body. I didn't mean like...
No, I'm referencing Kindergarten Cop.
Oh.
My bad.
Just because you have female anatomy doesn't mean that you are a female. Just saying.
No, it doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know what books they chucked into like that thing. Like there's mounds and mounds of books. We're just gonna throw the Bible in there here to see how he takes that, I guess.
Did they give him the Bible?
Well, where would he get the name Satan from?
Oh my god.
They just gave him all the books and he's just like, yeah.
Okay. So, all right. Let me get this straight. So people didn't know that this demon is Satan. They had no idea it existed. But he was in the Bible already. I guess people just assumed that he was a concept.
Yes. I mean,
demons
are just a whatever concept, and he's like, well, in the Bible here, I'm apparently Satan's the biggest, baddest one of them all, so I guess that's me.
Yeah, it's like I feel like this represents me, so yeah.
Because it's just like the Bible. The Bible was already, a thing that existed for thousands of years. So
I think he came to the realization who and what he is, and in terms of creation, and that was the closest to what he is.
Yeah.
So that's why he claimed the title.
Right.
How that goes.
Yeah, exactly. But like, okay, that makes sense. So he basically just declared himself to be Satan.
It's like, and whatever the equivalent was, it's like, how the Bible works and stuff. I don't know. Well, anyways, basically went off of the information from it. It's like, and seeing as with how the Bible is done and everything, it's not like anyone outside of those time periods would know any of that anyways. And even then, the only thing has to do with people ever seeing Satan has to do with the snake.
Right.
Anyways, but Blue Exorcist Satan's not the same as the Bible Satan, so
that's
but I'm assuming
excuse me.
You gotta get that
the
name.
Christian Satan is not the same as that. So it's like at the end of the day, with the way the lore goes, it's like most of that is supposed to be mythological.
The lore.
The Bible is supposed to be basic. Yes.
The Bible lore.
Basically, that's how it is. So he's just going off of, he probably read all about everything. And he decided that's the title he liked. Which is close enough to what he was going for. Basically, I'm the biggest, baddest, evil thing in this world.
Yeah.
I claim
Call me daddy.
Oh my god.
Friends love to quote at me all the time. He's like, yeah, I'm Satan. I'm your daddy. They just throw that quote at me all the time.
He says, you can call me Papa. Just like...
I'm on one this time.
You're not my dad.
Tonight.
I'm just like, that's before people started making the word daddy a kink.
It's okay. The moment I saw him crying, I'm like, hello, daddy.
Hello, daddy. I'm dad.
Hello, daddy.
But it's so, okay. It's so, like, uncanny how Goro, like the body that Satan is possessing, looks to Rin. I think I mentioned this before. So, and the fact that, like, okay, we talked about this outside of recording about how Rin and Yukio could have different fathers, like, say, Goro could be Rin's and Shiro could be Yukio's, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's possible for twins to have different fathers.
Yes, it is very. It can be very. It's not common, but
it's possible.
It is very possible, especially if one father fertilizes one egg and then the other father fertilizes the other egg, because it comes with 2 sessions of fertilizing 2 eggs when it comes to twins that don't look like each other. So which it is called heteropaternal superfecundation.
Those paternal twins, I thought.
Yeah, I believe it is paternal twins, but
Yeah,
I mean,
fraternal twins is different than paternal twins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But
or is it fraternal? I don't know.
Fraternal.
Well, the fact that I have twins that we have twins in my family, and so the idea came into my head or whatever. It's not the idea, more of the fact that it is very possible that could happen. The fact that something could happen.
Rin and Yukio, Rin and Yukio are already established to be fraternal because Rin is the older sibling, so by a few minutes, I think. But yeah, still.
Japanese culture that you always have to have an older sibling, even if you are twins.
There's really no word, like an honorific for if you have a twin brother or sister. You would have to refer to them as, like, you know, you would refer to them if they were like much older or younger than you. Like the fact that Yukio calls Rin Nissan, you know, Nissan means older brother. So he acknowledges Rin as his older brother, even though they're twins. But you know, Rin is the older twin, so
by like a minute or so.
Well, there's also the fact that the whole cultural difference. I have aunts that are twin sisters. My Aunt Misty and my Aunt Heather. My Aunt Misty is the older twin, while my Aunt Heather is the younger twin, and sometimes there's the point with the fact that twins will usually say, "I'm the older twin,"
right,
or "I'm the younger twin," and considering the fact that my Aunt Misty is much smaller than my other aunt, her twin sister, there's the whole fact that older sister or younger sister still implies with the whole twins. It doesn't even really matter with the cultural difference. That's the word. There you go.
Right.
It's still implied. It's just in some different in the difference when it comes to like the Asian culture, like when it comes to China or Korea or Japan, you have to look at the older person as with a certain type of saying. If that's how to
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, definitely. But I guess that was in the question corner for volume 22.
Huh.
According to someone translated it over in the Blue Exorcist server, the big one.
Oh, okay.
Basically, Rin brings up the question about why Yukio calls him Nissan. Because technically, it's like, why don't you just call him my name? Because technically, it's like it sounded like from according to that, it's like I read it vaguely.
Right.
But basically, Rin was saying it's like with the fact that they're basically the same age, he could just call him by his name.
True.
But Yukio, it's like
just more serious, so he just sticks.
Yukio's more serious. He sticks. It's like basically, it's like he's been doing that since they were really little, so he's just not going to change it.
Right.
Well, with all the anime and manga and all the stuff that I've watched, it's very rare to see the younger twin calling the older twin by their name, unless Ni-chan or Nei-chan or Aniki or Neki,
Right.
Yeah.
No. But what was it?
I think it was.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
I don't remember. Like
I know what Nikki.
I took 2 semesters of Japanese in college. I know shit about. I don't, like, literally. I wish I knew more words.
I know what word you're talking about. I believe someone's pointed out that Rin refers to himself as that.
Mm-hmm.
One time.
Well.
Right.
One time.
I know I know for a fact, I'm pretty sure it was during that chapter. It's like when Rin and Shiami, when she's like, "You're my best friend forever," or whatever. That part when Rin goes to talk to Yukio, and when he refers to himself in that conversation, I believe in the Japanese version, he uses the other word for brother. It's like the one you guys were talking about a minute ago that starts with A.
Aniki.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
Well, Aniki, Ani or Aniki is supposed to be more of the proper term, the more mature term when it comes to
so when he's speaking formally about Rin, he refers to him as that. But when he talks to Rin directly, he says Nissan.
No, that's the thing. Rin's the one that was referring to himself as it, not Yukio.
Oh. Well, because he was saying, like, he's Yukio's older brother, so.
Basically.
Oh, wait. Okay, there was one. Okay, I was watching the sub version of Kyoto Saga a while ago, and, like, in the last episode, he calls him Nichan. Like, he calls Yukio Nichan. And I'm just like, that's interesting because he's the older brother. So, I don't know. Japanese is confusing sometimes. It's a beautiful language, but it's also very confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to know that basically Rin's like, oh yeah, by the way, you can call me that. It's like if you wanted to, Yukio, but he just doesn't. It's like, even though it's like, I'm sure the other way is the more proper way to do it.
I thought we would get through a podcast without mentioning Yukio. I was wrong. Sorry. I just had to say that right now.
We almost get it.
The boy that we haven't heard from in like a few chapters.
I mean, to be fair, this chapter excluded both Rin and Yukio.
That's true.
That's very true.
But then again, this is all from Rin's perspective of what he's seeing. So it's not like he's totally gone. We just don't see any panels with him in it.
It's still. I'm still in awe of the fact that when it comes to Yuri's idea for names, is that it's the opposite of the like making the twins the opposite. While Yukio refers to snow, Rin refers to fire.
Yeah.
And it still gets to me. Like I'm like, wow, what a type of name that you chose. Is this the purpose of you telling us that the twins have different fathers?
Yeah, okay, first of all, yes, let me get to that, actually. That's a good point. So, the fact that she calls Sein Rinka at first, and then she refers to Shiro as the Yukio, something, whatever it was. And like,
it was like a snowman. Like a snowman.
Yeah. So, that could imply something right there.
Oh, yeah, Rinka.
Yukio Toto.
Well, it implies the fact that Rin can refer to the fact that he is the sun, that his personality is going to brighten everybody's future, while with Yukio, he's got based on the name choice that she chose, his path, how he's going to grow up during his path of choice, there's going to be some very dark and questionable choices that he'll make. And literally, during the times that Yukio almost tried to commit suicide or whatever, it was during the time when it was snowing, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So we've got Rin, who has a bright future, while Yukio has a questionable future, and he's going along the dark path. So it's funny how the name choices come from, because Yukio can imply towards darkness, while Rin can imply to brightness and light.
Right.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, did you post something? Oh, never mind. I was looking at an old post in the podcast discussion channel that was from October. Oops.
Whoops.
Yeah. Oh, God. Kato, why do you do this to us?
She's symbolizing the twins.
There is also the possibility that Yuri didn't get the chance to name the kids, and
no,
Shiro named it after two things that
I refuse to believe that she didn't get to name her children.
If she didn't, there's a possibility Shiro picked based off two things that reminded him of Yuri. I mean, of course, there's also the spite he had, probably at some point.
I refuse to believe that she didn't get to name her
having to do with Satan, and then Yukio having to do with the nickname she gave him.
I mean,
I can probably see the idea that
I also refuse.
Yuri. No, well, if Yuri does indeed die, I feel like the idea is that she names Rin, but she never gets the chance to name Yukio, and that's where Shiro plays.
No, Serena, don't do this to us. What are you?
Darkness, my old friend.
No.
I mean,
why do you hurt me this way?
I mean, to be fair, it seems logical, because I've been thinking on this for a while. It's like I kind of get the impression that Shiro probably he gets left with the kids. I mean,
I'm gonna fucking cry.
I'm sorry.
Grace, Serena.
I'm okay.
I hate you both right now so much.
Sorry, I have to.
I'm not sorry.
I'm speaking really closely into the mic to make sure that I am not okay right now. I want everyone to know that I am not okay right now. I probably won't be okay next month, but I am not okay right now.
You'll be okay. You're fine.
No, I won't.
I'm
gonna die.
If you believe it, you'll be okay.
Don't do this.
If you believe it.
I have terrible advice. I'm just saying.
Well, I do like the idea of the fact that if that Yuri names Rin, but Shiro names Yukio.
Same.
So,
yeah. It's not a bad idea.
Because, well, he's gonna remember the idea. If she does end up dying in his arms or whatever, he's gonna remember the first time he's ever met her.
No.
And Yukio was the first name that she called him because of what he reminded her of.
Why do you hurt me this way?
Yeah,
it's because they like to torture you. It's fun.
Dying in his arms is better than her like dying alone.
That
like,
just reminded me of the song "I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight."
Well, it could always be a symbolization of if Yuri does end up dying alone, it would symbolize the match.
I don't know if that's the actual name of the song, but it goes. You know which one I'm talking about, right?
I probably know, but that's just because you know me.
Yeah, you just listen to BTS all the time.
Oh wow! No, that's not it. I was gonna say,
I called you out.
You know what? If Yuri does die, it's gonna be something that symbolizes the little match girl. Oh, which if she would die in snow with just a single match with flame. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I just like to make comments like that. Ha ha ha.
Is that a game theory?
Oh.
The little match girl.
Anyway.
You know the story, right?
Yes.
I know the story.
Yes, I know the story.
Okay.
I was just making a reference that no one but Blue Star got, so. Anyway. So. Do we have any other thoughts on the chapter? Because this is...
That it's gonna hurt everybody's soul in the future? Sure.
The next one, you mean?
I still am convinced Yuri never falls for Satan. It's very clear she does not love him, and she was 100% to the end in love with Shiro.
Oh yeah.
Yep. No. Yep. She's more of like a motherly figure, and she does make the comment that she made the comment with Shira, and she's making the comment towards Satan that of the fact that he gives out the ideal of a child, and Shira was a child too, so there's the fact that blah 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 blah, I can't really talk. That with that, Shiro and Yuri make a family in that sort of aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She likes to go for the orphans.
But
she's idealizing basically.
But she's only met
she
Yuri.
Wants to have.
She only met Yuri that one time though.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But basically it seems like Yuri's dropping hints. Hey, I want to have a family. Shiro.
Let's make babies, Shiro.
Hey, like, Shiro, you said that we are friends, right? You want to go more than just friends?
You want to go
friends with benefits?
You want to go steady? You want to go?
You want to go steady?
You want to go to the diner and the drive-in? I'm making I'm making fun of like those old 50s, 60s movies that they're like, I want to go steady. Yeah.
Or there's the fact that Rick being the band, he's gonna be like, hey, you gonna tap that?
Or do you want to be like, you want to be like the Sims and be like, do you want to woohoo?
Oh God. You guys stop.
Woohoo.
Stop. I've been playing Sims
Go tap that.
Lately. Why?
That's what Shiro needs to
They're
do.
Gonna
go
woohoo.
Tap that.
She woohooed with Satan and Shiro.
No, we're all gonna just say the fact that she got pregnant with Shiro.
Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's not go there.
Shiro's the daddy, and we're gonna see Bryn react, being like, "Oh my shit, he is my real father."
All along, I've been living a lie all my life.
Until I'm proven otherwise, I'm going to stick with the theory that something happens to Goro's body and he possesses Shiro, or nothing happens to Goro's body and he just does it because he wants.
First of all, nothing would really happen to Goro's. Oh wait, no, you never mind.
Or
said
he would kill him
to screw up his life.
Yeah.
Just imagine if he comes back from the future. I mean, if he goes back to the present and be like, "Oh shit, Satan ain't my daddy." Hey guys, Satan ain't my daddy. Satan ain't my daddy.
Oh my God.
But okay, I was talking with someone else about it. I'm trying to remember if it was Kylie, which would be
who?
My perfect. Kylie, which it's like her username is My Perfect Blue Boy. I can't remember if it was her or someone else I was talking to recently.
Oh, I don't think I've met them.
Tumblr and stuff like that. Also.
Yeah, I don't go on Tumblr anymore. I'm sorry, everyone.
That's fine.
I go to Tumblr once in a while.
Yeah. Anyway, as you were saying, sorry.
The whole line about if Shiro yields to a demon, he has to do something for Mephisto. I know I keep bringing that up, but someone I was talking to, I can't apologize to Kylie if it's you and I didn't remember. Anyways, if she watches this, I don't. Anyways, and mention the fact: what if because Shiro doesn't want to die, he just lets him willingly take his body instead of it's like fine, whatever, not realize what's gonna happen. And See, the thing is, Goro, it's like he was sitting there all those years trying to make it where it's possible so he could take the body, possess it, and take it over and stuff. It's obviously a possession that has been taken well, where it's like it's willingly done.
Right.
I think I think how willing the person is or isn't does have something to do with how affected they are by stuff. Take, for instance, Izumo, when she was supposed to get possessed by Ninetales.
Right.
When she was willingly supposed to do it and she was compatible, her body would have been fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I think the reluctance is what makes it worse. And Shiro's all fight or flight.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Problem, it's like, but that's just one part of it. And then, of course, little freak Satan would pretend that he's Shiro.
Blah, That'd be blah. Terrible.
It would be terrible. It would be terrible. But at least it's the only option we have where something bad doesn't happen. And Yuri, it's like, willingly goes along with something and isn't, our options are looking like she got raped at this point.
Yeah.
God.
The reason I'm going with this is at least if she's tricked, she's not.
I'm just not looking forward.
It's bad, but I'd rather that than the other option. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Half.
Basically.
It's half either that or half like her willingly, and just like Satan is an after effect or like a virus or however the heck you put it with Shiro.
Jeez, I'm not looking forward to finding out what happens.
Or there is one other possibility.
Yes.
She willingly goes along with what Satan's doing to protect everyone.
Yeah.
I don't think she ever falls in love with Satan. But I do think she pretends to go along with it to try and keep bad things from happening.
Mm-hmm.
There's also that.
Right.
The way this isn't looking
and
great.
then things probably go bad when you realize, oh, you are still in love with him.
Yeah. Just drill it into your head that this is not going to end well. This ends in tragedy. Mephisto has said it. It ends in tragedy. It's not a pleasant story. This is not a fairy tale ending for anyone involved. So
except for hopefully the next generation after.
I am not looking forward to finding out what happens with Yuri.
I'm gonna cry for Yuri.
Yeah.
Yuri's alive, 2K18.
I'm not sure if Kato will tie into what's going on with Shiemi in this arc.
She's dropped hints.
She has, but I think it's wrapping up. So I think we're going to go back to Shiemi after this arc ends. So.
And maybe Rin will piece together the little things he learned in the past. Regardless, she definitely intertwined the things enough. That's what I thought she was going to do.
Yeah.
Not make it all about it, but she definitely intertwined the plot lines to where Rin is the one that technically, even though he's probably not going to realize it for a little bit until he's face to face with the little weird cult people and realize, oh,
it's just like,
because Rin's
like,
Rin.
Yeah. It's like,
he's a visual person.
It's just like, they have Shiemi. I'm gonna kill them.
He has to see things
to
be able to piece it together. He's not going to piece together, oh, these people look like Shiemi. He has to see the people directly with Shiemi for his brain to go, oh my god. But Kato was putting the answers in there and intertwining it with Rin and Yukio's plot. Regardless, she's connected at this point.
Right.
Because there's no way the Shemi stuff was not connected to Shiemi. Especially the cult people confirmed that.
Right.
Basically. But yeah, after this arc, I definitely think it's Shiemi arc. Finally.
Right.
Oh god. My body ain't ready.
Gonna be intense. Oh, I'm ready. I've been ready since I started the manga.
Well, the fact is that we're gonna see something with the birth for December, and I don't think it's technically gonna end right
Happy birthday.
Then and there. I feel like around probably the next chapter, which will be released in January, may be the end of it, because that may be introducing into Shiami's arc.
Either that or Shiami's, Sorry.
Well, it would make sense, because if Shami's gone and Rin doesn't know that she's gone, and sees something with what happens with Shami when she was a little girl, there is that idea.
You know what? Mephisto keeps showing him stuff it's like Rin's like, oh, I already learned. It's like, no, we need to go back in the past and show you more. He might show Rin stuff that's relevant to the current stuff with Shiami, just because it's like, he makes him go through the trauma of everything with his family, and then it's like, oh yeah, here's this one little thing I gotta show you, then it's like, leave it at that.
Right.
Easily. Mephisto likes to sit there and manipulate it, and he has all his little chess pieces in place how he wants them. He needs Rin involved.
Exactly.
But Shami's art,
because Mephisto is like that.
Mephisto's a dick.
Yeah, we all know this.
If this, the furthest I can see this arc dragging out till is like, maybe almost. I think it's like, if it drags out a little further, I imagine Shiami's arc will at least start by March.
Right.
Besides the birth, they could drag out how Shiro like moves, and how he puts the twins away. And
what if the twins weren't actually born on December? They were, but they were born in January, and we're told they were born in December. Aha!
Oh my god.
I wonder.
Their life is already a lie, so I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
Yeah, it could be a lie.
Yeah.
I'll somehow wrap around the point. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm thinking of another idea is that Yuri was able to spend some quality time with the boys when they were babies.
Wait, Serena, is there something you're not telling us?
Well, I'm thinking of the idea is that she's gonna end up having. I want to see that she has some sort of quality time with the twins before something happens.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that as if it were actually canon, like.
Oh, maybe.
Oh my god.
But
are you Kato?
Yes, I'm secretly Kato.
God damn it! Tell us the ending of how. Tell us how the manga's gonna end. If you're really Kato.
Yukio dies. I'm kidding.
Wait, did you say Yukio dies?
Yes.
No,
I think Serena broke.
No, here's another idea. So, what I mean is if the fact is that Shiro is the father, so Yuri's pregnant, Shiro's the father, and then the boys are born. Well, if the boys are born, it gives the relevant time.
If the boys are born, as if they were...
No. When the boys are born.
I heard if. I'm sorry.
No, so when the boys are born, it shows the signs of weakness. You know how in Naruto with Kushina and Minato, like Kushina was at the weakest point when she was giving birth?
No, because I didn't know nothing.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not
I know
saying,
nothing
I'm not
about
saying,
Naruto. So.
Well, I'm just saying, the fact is that Yuri could have had some quality time with the twins when they were babies, but at this time they were also at their weakest state, and so there is a good chance that Satan threatened in a more ideal way where he could have purposely. I mean, well, he could have purposely possessed Rin's body at a young age.
Shit.
And he's most likely saying, "Hey, I'm the father," and
right,
ha ha ha.
Right. All right. Well.
But he was, and that could have been the reason where Shiro was all like, "I have to."
Okay. Well.
I have to do that.
I
with the demon.
That's a good place to end off. Unless anyone has any more theories that they want to spit out, although we could be here all night, and I kind of want to go to bed.
It's
no
because
theories.
I'm such a. I'm secretly evil. Okay, guys. Ha 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 ha.
I think you established this when you first joined the podcast. Nope.
I'm not sure I have any theories.
All right.
I will say.
Well, we're gonna die next month. Although we pretty much said that every time we end the podcast, and then I think we just keep dying.
Yeah, we're on the verge of death.
No, we just No, we're not on the verge of death. We just keep dying. We just endlessly
and then we get resurrected.
No, not even that. We just die. We just keep dying.
We're immortal.
Next month when Kato's doing the signing at the Jump Festa, or...
Yeah, Jump Festa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's going to be doing a signing.
Hopefully there's an announcement for the 10th anniversary.
Oh, please! Please!
Yes, Grace?
Canon information on the Nephilim thing, or at least the direct descendants thing.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
They do live long lives.
Oh, shit. So that means Shiami's...
Rin could live up to 200 years.
And Shiami could live up to that much.
Yep.
Is this another Twilight?
Gosh,
well, no. Okay, first of all...
compare that.
First of all, Serena... as a former Twilight... Or Twihard, I'm sorry... vampires are immortal.
Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about with Jacob and Renesmee.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Don't even bring that up. That imprint shit was, like, weird.
Freaky.
Yeah.
I'm imprinted with your daughter.
Anyways,
no, it's not.
Rainbows had translated it in the other server. One of the corner questions. It was about basically the ages for the Nephilims and stuff. So they get out discussing it, and Rid's like, "Oh my god, no, I want to die like a normal person."
I want to die like a normal person.
Oh no! Too bad, Rin. You're half demon.
He's like, no. It's like no. It's like because they were talking about it. Izumo's talking about like basically. Oh, she's basically like a normal human at this point because it's so many generations down her line. So she's basically just a regular human.
Shiami?
No, Izumo.
Oh,
herself. Izumo was talking about herself. Basically, she's a normal human. It's like, but direct descendants live longer. It's like first. It's like, yeah,
right.
Direct descendants to demon kings or whatever, or the demons. The demons, it's just in general for Nephilims, I think, not just demon kings specifically. So basically, you can live up to 200 years and stuff like that. But then Mephisto throws it. Everyone's like, no, I'm going to outlive everybody. That sucks. And then Mephisto's like, or you could have, there has been cases of someone being too powerful and basically imploding.
So I mean, that kind of already happened.
I know. It's like, so basically, it's like really powerful Nephilim like that can die really young. And it's like, oh, okay. Oh. It's like, I just want to die like a normal person. So a normal amount of years.
I mean, first of all, Rin's not dead. He just...
Yeah.
I don't even know.
He kind of burned up.
He kind of burned up and then
Yeah,
he came back as
like a phoenix.
I think Kato was pointing that out so we don't have any exact specifications for how long Rin is going to live. More than likely, he's probably going to end up down the long life route.
With his new body, he might live a bit longer.
Yeah, so he could probably have a long life. But if Shami's a Nephilim and she is closer in the line to first generation, that's the word I'm looking for. First generation one, I mean, she'll probably live close to as long as Rin.
Right. Okay.
So, my eternal ship that will live for 200 years. Yes. Okay, I'm done. I did this whole point.
You did this to just bring up how Renchi is the best ship.
This is basically, hi, Grace is on her agenda again. I can't podcast without mentioning why they're perfect.
You're back on your bullshit. I see.
I am. I'm sorry. I have to.
Welcome back to the bullshit.
That's okay. That's okay. Anyway, I think that's it for now. Because, I mean, this was a pretty big chapter, but I guess there's not so much that we could say on it that we already
it was specific. It was like very specific plot points.
Yes, exactly.
So it becomes not much to talk about.
So hopefully next month we'll have a doozy of a chapter to talk about for as long as possible. I will keep everyone here all night if I have to.
Oh yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
Blue Exorcist Volume 22 outsold Volume 18 of Black Clover by like 30,000 by like 30K. So I'm just putting that out there.
Read Blue Exorcist.
For the people who keep complaining about it and saying rude crap about Blue Exorcist.
Read Blue Exorcist. Read it.
I don't know why they're making rude comments about Blue Exorcist. I mean, like, Kato has...
Son, you could think of.
I mean, Black Clover's
just... a few comments.
I mean, Black Clover's just basically One Piece. Just saying.
This seems like a big mash of all shonen.
I mean, the thing is, though... The thing, though, is that Black Clover, it's not as bad as everybody thinks it is. I mean,
no,
but...
it's definitely not.
No,
but
I just don't care for it.
That could have been there's some things that could be worked on. However, when it comes to Blue Exorcist, it's a straight up plot. Like it's straight up. There's no different turns of events that OPs the characters,
right?
And it's a very, very, very plausible plot. People who are complaining about it haven't even really read it, so I don't see why that they're complaining.
This is why you need to read Blue Exorcist. Everyone read Blue Exorcist. Please read Blue Exorcist. I am begging you. You probably already have if you're listening at this point in the podcast, but just saying, please read it.
But
please.
Basically, in summary, underdog fandoms, don't go after underdog fandoms. Like, seriously.
Yeah, we're all in this together. I don't like
pulling Blue Exorcist.
I'm not a fan of Black Clover, but I don't shit talk it.
Yeah,
but be grateful that you guys have be grateful that Black Clover has an anime that's going on currently.
And video games.
Literally, they were granted 52 episodes, while Blue Exorcist was granted with 2 seasons, and like part of that first season is filler.
One of which is only 12 episodes.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Meanwhile, Black Clover has like over 50 episodes and counting.
They were granted like 52 episodes for Black Clover. Not saying that
in a second season.
Oh yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm.
So
the first season's over 50 episodes. So.
I mean, like, I would love Blue Exorcist to have a 3rd season.
Please.
Oh, yeah. Same. But in summary, basically, if your series isn't getting as good of sales as you want it to, that doesn't mean you go and attack someone else's series just because they did better than you. Sorry, this volume happens to be very interesting and plot relevant, so everyone was really excited about it. I don't know what's going on in Black Clover, but there's a reason it is outselling.
Right.
Also, it's a monthly series, and comparing it to a weekly is not a fair comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Compare your series. It's like Black Clover fans need to compare it to other weekly series sales instead of bringing up monthly, which is like, what, every 6 months we get a new volume? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
So the sales are different. Of course, there's going to be a lot more sales because it's people that have been waiting. Yeah, people that have been waiting that whole time for it. The people that don't read it monthly through the magazine they're waiting for that release so they can catch up.
Uh-huh.
And TBH, My Hero Academia is more hyped up than Black Clover. I don't see why people aren't complaining about My Hero Academia outselling Black Clover.
Mm-hmm. And I'm behind on the manga for My Hero Academia as is. Like, I'm like maybe 5 or 8 chapters behind, so.
Yeah.
Basically, don't bring us into bullcrap and your discourse.
Also just pointing this out, I love My Hero Academia. Like, I love it, but it is very overhyped.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
it's not the only anime that exists, or manga.
But it is great. It's like, it's one of those things, once something is popular, it's like,
yeah,
it's nothing it doesn't reflect on the series itself, it just becomes a thing, and it's like, and then the fandoms can get out of hand, which causes a bad reputation.
Don't you? Which, I mean, I'm grateful that Blue Exorcist is kind of niche.
Oh, yeah.
But I wish it were more popular than it is. Otherwise, we'd be getting more anime seasons.
Just want it to survive and do well enough.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. But, yeah, no hate here. No hate to other series. Anyway, I think that's it for tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. So, thanks so much, guys, for listening. And look forward to next month, because I think we're all gonna die. Again.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, don't forget Anime New York City is in, next week?
Yes,
so if you guys are coming, come and see us.
Yeah. We're gonna
Maddie's gonna be there, and I'm gonna be there.
I will be at Anime NYC. I don't think anyone calls it Anime New York City. Everyone just calls it Anime NYC.
Anime NYC.
Yeah. So
Maddie's just gonna be going there as somebody who's just gonna go and visit and do all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm just
attending. Be in Artist Alley. I'll be in Artist Alley. If you guys want to come visit our table will be. Hold up. I can't pull it up.
They can follow you on Twitter to find out where your table is.
Oh.
So follow Serena. Links in the description. Follow her Twitter at the Raikume or the Raikume. So you can find out all the deets about where she's gonna be.
Oh yeah, you get to come and visit our table.
And she's gonna have Blue Exorcist stickers for sale.
Well, it was going to be a Blue Exorcist sticker, but it's going to be a Blue Exorcist button, so even better.
Okay, even better. So come on down.
To the Price is Right! Oh.
Yes, that too. Also, I have to give Serena my extra Blue Exorcist calendar. I don't know if I told the story on the podcast. I know I'm rambling now, but CD Japan gave me 2 freaking... I did tell the story, but in case anyone missed it, CD Japan gave me 2 freaking Blue Exorcist calendars, and when I only paid for 1. So I'm giving one of them away to Serena for free. So...
Yatta!
Yep. Anyway, yeah, come see me at Anime NYC. I also stream on Twitch. I stream a lot of games, so you can follow my Twitter to see when I go live. My Twitter and my Twitch are the same username, so you can just follow that. Yeah. And, Grace and Blue Star, do you have anything to plug?
Yuzuocha week is this month. That's all.
Oh, right. Yes, Yuzuocha week. So
it's this month. So
cool.
if you guys like that ship, I'm not really doing much advertising for it. Fandom advertises itself mostly.
Right. Okay. And Blue Star, do you have anything that you want to add?
Not this month.
Okay. All right. So thanks everyone for watching, listening, whatever. Make sure to subscribe and like and comment and all that stuff because we're on YouTube, so you know we gotta plug our shit. Anyway, anyway, we will see you next month for chapter 106. And until then, have a good night. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.